Have you ever found yourself struggling to decide what to eat at a restaurant because the menu had too many options and you were overloaded with information? Have you ever been unable to choose a book to read or a movie to watch because there were too many options, leaving you feeling overwhelmed with information? Have you ever felt like you spent too much time scrolling through social media, trying to keep up with all the posts and information, but ended up feeling overloaded and drained? If you have ever felt stuck due to an overload of information, for sure you can relate to the following questions. In this video, our focus will be on the concept of less is better and how it can be applied to achieve success. Before delving into today's topic of less is better, we want to remind you of our commitment to providing valuable content on personal growth and development. At Luxo-Life, our goal is to help you achieve success in all aspects of your life. Thus, we encourage you to show your support by leaving a like and subscribing to our channel for future updates. In this video, we will explore the concept of less is better by discussing how to identify and prioritize what is truly essential, the importance of saying no, and how doing less at work can actually improve your productivity and reputation. With these insights, you can start taking practical steps towards creating a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. So, without further ado, let's dive into this important topic and learn to select what we need instead of being overwhelmed by what we have. Going back to our earlier question, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and tasks you need to process on a daily basis, the concept of less but better may be the solution you need. By prioritizing the most essential tasks and focusing on quality over quantity, you can increase your productivity, reduce stress, and achieve greater success in both your personal and professional life. Whether you adopt an essentialist approach or simply simplify your routine, taking steps towards a more streamlined and purposeful life can lead to greater fulfillment and satisfaction. Let us start in Greg McKeown's book entitled Essentialism, wherein he defines essentialism as a methodical and disciplined approach to determine where our greatest point of contribution lies, then making the execution of those things almost effortlessly. In essence, it means focusing on the essential tasks and eliminating everything else to achieve maximum productivity and success. It involves identifying and prioritizing the vital few tasks, eliminating non-essential ones, and clearing obstacles that may hinder the completion of essential tasks, resulting in a clear and smooth path towards achieving one's goals. But how can we identify what's truly essential in our lives? Sometimes we get so caught up in the day-to-day hustle and bustle that we lose sight of what really matters. But don't worry, we've got some questions to help you figure it out. First up, what are your core values and beliefs? This is all about getting clear on the guiding principles that shape your decisions and actions. Next, let's think about your long-term goals and aspirations. What do you want to achieve in the future, both personally and professionally? It's important to have a big picture vision to keep us motivated and moving forward. Now let's consider the important relationships in your life. Who are the people that truly matter to you? Who brings value and meaning to your life? Of course, we also have responsibilities and obligations, whether it's as a parent, a spouse, an employee, or in any other capacity. We need to understand our roles and duties. Let's talk about joy and fulfillment now. What activities, experiences, or relationships give you the most happiness and satisfaction? Pinpointing these things can help us prioritize what truly matters. Finally, we have to ask ourselves, what are the activities or tasks that make the biggest impact on our lives or work? We need to identify the actions or projects that have the most significant influence or outcome on our personal or professional success. So there you have it. By asking ourselves these questions, we can gain clarity on what's truly essential in our lives. And when we know what's essential, we can focus on those things and let go of the rest. By giving you those unusual questions, basically the problem is not that we can't tell what really matters, it's just that we're too busy to take the time to think it through. But since we already have these usual but helpful questions, let's work on finding the time to give them some proper thought. But before moving, If you've got any tips on how to create time to prioritize what's important for you, please drop them in the comments below so we can all learn and grow together. After all, sharing is caring. Going back, there are different strategies that you can use to make time to prioritize what's essential for your success. One of the most effective ways is to schedule dedicated time in your calendar for this purpose. This means setting aside a specific time and place to reflect on your goals, values, and priorities. During this time, you can ask yourself the questions we discussed earlier to gain clarity on what's most important to you. You can also use this time to plan and strategize on how to align your actions with your priorities. Another strategy is to eliminate distractions and time-wasting activities that don't contribute to your goals. This could mean reducing your social media usage, delegating tasks to free up your time, or saying no to certain requests or commitments. Ultimately, it's about being intentional and mindful with your time and making sure that you use it in a way that aligns with your values and long-term aspirations. So, we've talked about identifying and prioritizing what's essential, and now let's delve into the importance of saying no. Saying no is actually pretty important because it helps us set boundaries and avoid becoming overwhelmed or resentful. When we say no, we can focus on the things that truly matter to us and align with our goals and values. But that's not all. Saying no can also help us be more authentic and true to ourselves. We don't want to compromise our integrity by saying yes to something that doesn't feel right or align with our values, right? So saying no allows us to stand up for ourselves and communicate our needs and boundaries in a respectful way. And get this, saying no can actually strengthen our relationships. When we say no to something that doesn't align with our values or priorities, we open up the opportunity for honest conversations with others about what matters most to us. This can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections and relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. Alright, Luxo lovers, we've covered a lot of ground today, and now we're moving on to our final topic, how doing less at work can actually boost your productivity and reputation. Let's talk about how doing less can actually lead to more success. Did you know that doing less at work can actually improve your productivity and reputation? It may sound counterintuitive, but hear me out. When we try to do too much, we can end up spreading ourselves too thin, which can lead to burnout and decreased quality of work. Knowing what's important, such as by focusing on fewer tasks or projects, we can give them the attention and effort they deserve, resulting in higher quality work and greater productivity. Plus, when we deliver high-quality work consistently, it can enhance our reputation and credibility in the eyes of our colleagues and supervisors. It's also important to remember that saying no to some requests or commitments can help us prioritize our time and energy on the things that truly matter to us and align with our goals and values. This can lead to greater fulfillment and satisfaction in our work, as well as reduced stress and burnout. So, don't be afraid to take a step back, prioritize your workload, and focus on what truly matters. You may find that doing less can actually lead to more success and recognition in the long run. Alright, Luxo lovers, let's wrap things up. Remember, it's better to focus on one thing at a time instead of doing many things all at once. We can't do everything, so we should focus on what's most important. I hope this video helped you figure out what matters most and learn to say no. Don't forget to leave a like and comment, and if you're new, hit subscribe for more awesome videos. See you next time!